Namaskar. I am Vivek Tiwari again in front of you with another engaging incident and experience. This is about Baba Neem Karori Maharaj blessing his devotee. His devotee belonged to Uttarakhand, where Maharaj has established many temples and ashrams. Kainchi is one of the most famous ones in India. This young devotee got in touch with me about 7 years back. I was holding a conference in Delhi, which was based on Maharaj's philosophy of love all, feed all, serve all. And as we progressed during the conference, prior to that conference, I was posting a lot of information and pre-information about the conference on social media. So there were a lot of devotees of Babaji who were known to Babaji, and then they saw those postings. They were very much interested in coming and joining this conference. This conference was purely based on conservation of environment, water conservation, and it related to every aspect of what Babaji spoke about. I was prompted by my Gurudev to work on his philosophy since time immemorial, and he kept on telling me that Maharaj is not only restricted to his temples, he is everywhere. He is in the wind, he is in the air, he is in the water, he is in space, he is in the trees. So all these 5 basic elements he resides in. So he must tell everybody, must make everybody aware of this. So this was a 3-day conference. We invited scientists from all across the world. There were people like Professor M.S. Swaminathan, who is called the father of green revolution in our country. Dr. R.K. Pachauri, recently we lost him. They were all engaged, and we spoke at length on protection of the environment and other 4 elements. There was a young boy who got in touch with me during my postings on social media. His name was Yajur Devendra Singh. If he's hearing to me, I would like to greet him. I would say that it's been long since you have spoken to me. That day he called up and he said, I have been looking at your Facebook posts and I am very much interested in joining your conference. And I asked him, what is your age? He said, I am just about to take my 12th standard examinations. I said, you're too young to attend the conference. But if you're going to come, because unless you miss out on your studies, then you can come in and you have to talk to your parents. That if they allow you, only then you are supposed to come. He did not say a word. I said, don't worry, if you don't want me to come, I would not come. I said, no, I don't discourage you to come, but it's not good for you right now to leave your studies and come here. He said, okay, that's fine, I understand. And he disconnected. When this conference dates were announced and the due date came, the first day I saw a young gentleman standing right in front of me at the wee hours in the morning, the conference room. The conference was held at India Habitat Center in New Delhi. And he came in front of me and he said, I could spot you and I could recognize you immediately by looking at your face. And then he introduced himself as Yajur Devendra Singh. I told him, why did you come unannounced? He said, I just could not resist myself. And I said, if I had to ask my parents, they would have stopped me. If I'd asked you, you would have also stopped me. So I came on my own. And I looked at the enthusiasm of that gentleman, and I felt very, very happy, delighted. And I said, this is all Maharaj is doing, but I don't have anything else to offer. You have to be in that particular age to attend the conference. He said, I have not come here to attend the conference. I've come here to do seva. And that's what you keep telling me all the time. And I've been a devotee of Baba Neem, Karoli, Maharaj, even my parents are. And I know that Babaji is only spoken about seva. So I've come here to do some seva. I was again delighted. I said, this is a young generation who's following their elderly's philosophy. This is something fantastic. And I really appreciated his coming there, and then said, okay, fine, we'll be together for about 3 days. The conference was about 3 days. So we were together for about 3 days. While the conference ended, he wanted to go back, and he departed. I said, I'll be in touch with you because I need some help from you. I said, okay, that's fine, perfectly all right. You go back and call me. He called me up when he reached back to his hometown, and he said, I'm extremely scared because my 12th standard examinations are due to be held in about a couple of months. And I don't know anything and I've not studied at all. What do I do? I said, you don't worry, you work hard, know whatever you can, and keep praying to Maharajji that he's going to help you out with this. Baba Chandrashankar Sharma, who was my guru, kept prompting me all my life to always pray to Maharajji and do your karmas. This way all your karmas are done very satisfactorily, and they are done automatically as well, and you don't feel the pressure. All his prompts helped me learn a lot of lessons in my life. Few months later, the gentleman called and he said, my exams are starting next day and I'm feeling very scared. I said, why should you feel scared? You are a devotee of Baba Neem Karoli. You should not be scared at all. Just tell him that, okay, I am going to write the exams, but Maharajji, I am requesting you that you please write the exams for me. And he said, how will he do that? I said, of course he will do that. You just tell him very categorically that Maharajji, you are supposed to write my exams. He said, oh fine, I'll do that. I said, you please pray to him, request him, don't order him. He said, yes, perfectly, I'll do that. Next day his exams started, and later on, about a couple of months later, when his results were announced, he called me up and he said, you know, the day when I called you up and asked for a solution, you told me to write anything you want and ask Maharajji to write your exams for you. So I did not remember anything. So I only remembered a movie which I had recently seen, which was a Hindi movie called Sholay. And I wrote the script, the complete story of that movie in all my exams. I said, I was shocked and surprised as well. So I said, what happened later? I mean, have your results been announced? He said, yes, my results have been announced and I've got 78%. I started laughing heartily and I said, Maharajji, you are really a wonderful person. You keep blessing your devotees like this, and you also listen to the prayers of your devotees. And we are so, so grateful and thankful to you that you are there each and every moment for all of us. Such is the grace of Baba Neem Karoli. He used to say that I belong to everyone, but I don't belong to one. No one can hold me. I'm like wind. The whole world is my family. We all are part of his great family. And we really thank you. I thank my Gurudev also to have initiated me in his philosophy and life. Thank you. Thank you very much.